Hello friends, this is Asim again with the new video. So welcome all to the Stocks Simplified channel. Today we are going to talk about Bank Nifty and a couple of stocks that I found to be good and which has broken some kind of pattern. So that we can. These are just for these came to my observation, hence thought to share with you. So let's. This is I'm on a Nifty Bank Nifty chart. So this is a 15-minute chart, and if you remember in my last video I had mentioned about that Bank Nifty has formed an inverted head and shoulder pattern which is visible in this way, and the target that was given for this pattern to fructify was to the tune of 22,500, 22,600. So Bank Nifty made a high of 22,515. So that target is more or less achieved for this one. However, we are still waiting for target for the double bottom to come, which is to the tune of 22,900 to 23,000. So that I'm hopeful that we will see that as well in coming days. So yeah, but today's main attraction was, let's say, two things. One, that Bank Nifty couldn't sustain at 22,500, and from there the profit booking came, and that looks like to be a healthy profit booking because many people would have been into deep profits who have bought, let's say, some in the region and the zones of, let's say, 21,600, 700, 800, and just in a matter of day they got about 800 to 700-800 points, so it was a natural to book profit for them. However, another interesting aspect that I saw today, and which was really, on one hand it was scary, and other hand it was really very, how volatile the Bank Nifty is. So I'll take you to this on a 2-minute chart, so where I'll show you how Bank Nifty has fallen 250 points in a matter of 2 minutes. So this is the Bank Nifty's 2-minute chart, if you see here, and see at this 130 exact. So Bank Nifty fall from 22,455 to 22,215. So 250 points approximately fall in a matter of 2 minutes, or less than 2 minutes for that matter. So this is really scary, and I could see that a lot of, I saw that, all those heavyweights like ICICI banks, SDFC banks, everything, some of these big bank names had a basket selling, looks like. So I don't know whether that was a mistake trade or that was a genuine selling by someone. So this is one, important. However, I still see that maybe we took a support today at 22,200, which was kind of this low of this big sell candle, and in the morning also we took a support near to the same level, right? So if we sustain, and I'm hoping that we will sustain this support, because then there's a gap as well, because we gapped up today. So with this gap up, we can still, so this gap will also act as a support, right? And until unless this gap is filled, so this will keep on working as a support. And we see here this island kind of, here also we have a gap, and here also we have a gap. This again, kind of island, so this can be a runaway gap as well, or breakout gap as well. So this is about Bank Nifty. So if let's hope, and we think that it will be able to sustain 22,200 and hit our next target of 22,700, 800, and then all the way to 23,000. All right, so this is about Bank Nifty. Nifty was much stronger as compared to Bank Nifty today. So if you look at the chart, I'm not going to do a lot of analysis on Nifty because it is undoubtedly much stronger. See here, this is close, opened, gave a kind of profit booking, then again pushed it higher. So main contributor to Nifty were IT, all those IT shares with HCL Tech, Infosys, so primarily led by Infosys, the IT pack. However, TCS didn't really contribute that much, but Tech Mahindra, Wipro, HCL Tech, and then on the other side, yes, a little bit of some contribution by HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank as well. So in overall, banking and IT primarily took Nifty to cross this 11,000. So it's a good closer above 11,000 psychological mark. Let's see how it goes. Whether it's able to sustain. Then I'm sure it's going to reach 11,200 on a profit booking of 11,000 calls. So that's about Nifty and Bank Nifty for today. So two stocks that came to my attention today, and I did trade in those today. So one is Tech Mahindra. So if you look at Tech Mahindra's daily chart, so Tech Mahindra had been consolidating in this region after that big fall between 600 and 530 kind of a zone for quite a long time. If you see, this is something kind of a W, not W, it's a rounding bottom pattern that's formed, and today we see this is it was a breakout few days back on 13 July, and then it came back and tested that same level of 588, 585 kind of, and then from there it took a very sharp recovery and closed at the highest level of the day. On the other side, I saw that open interest also rose, and volume, if you see, is much higher than previous day or the other average volumes. However, in last couple of days, the volumes have been increasing, so that clearly shows that at a breakout, so some buyers or some probably positional trades are happening here. So the support clearly is at around 585 levels, and on the other side, target seems to be much bigger. The first target, there is nothing here until this level, so which is kind of 700 zone, and if it's taken care of, then it may go up to 770 zone. So yeah, long, so it may looks a little bit impractical to see, but how much time it takes, considering the bullishness in IT stocks. All the IT stocks are rallying, and this was one of the laggards, so it started rallying, so maybe it may catch up. And on the other side, it's a Nifty stock, so of course there'll be some big players probably may want to get into it. So this looks good. So risk reward is also in favor. 585 zone is a selling, and on the other side, target looks to be 700 first target, and then 730, 770 is next if that's taken care of. So yeah, that's one. And now this chart is Equitas Holding, another similar kind of chart pattern if you look at it. So big fall due to corona, and then there's a lot of consolidation. We see that there's a kind of wedge formation here happening, and there's a lot of consolidation. You see a lot of small candles happening, and then it broke out, and then after a few days it again so came down, and today's day was a full, you see this big green candle with good volumes, and there's a good amount of open interest addition today in Equitas Holding as well. So if Equitas is able to cross 6150, then I expect this to go to the next level of 75, which is another important Fibonacci retracement from the top, from the pre-COVID levels sell-off, and then if that's taken, then it's headed towards 90 level. So this is about Equitas. So I have some positions in this as well. So however, I'm not recommending any of these for yours. So if you are looking to invest in any of these, please consult your financial advisors or keep your risk in mind. these all things I'm just sharing my observations and all are for technical, education purposes, so that you can see that how price behavior works and how supports and resistance to play in the market. Alright, so this is all about it. So disclaimer is that this is not a stock advice. Please manage your risk and consult your advisor for the same. So hope you enjoyed. If you like the content, if you see, so please leave your feedback and comments, and I'll be happy to engage and interact with you. If you like, please do subscribe and share. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.